All right, so I watched this movie, pretty good freaking movie, I tell you what. It's called Bleed for This. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it, but it's a boxing movie. It's about Vinny Pazienza, and he overcame a lot of adversity. He was a great champion boxer and ended up getting in a car wreck that I think it broke his neck pretty much. And he was in this like cast thing for like 6 months, and everyone told him, "You're never gonna box again." So as I was watching the movie, I actually saw a lot of overtones about how it plays in to the summer sales job and door-to-door sales and what we do. So I'm gonna let you watch a clip where it has a couple of quotes, but just to kind of give you the background, he was a champion boxer. He was in a bad car wreck, neck was broken. He was in a cast for like 6 months. All the doctors, all his family, everybody said was, "Give up your boxing, retire, it's over, you're never gonna box again." And he said, nah, man, I'm gonna box again. I just see it in my mind. I know I'm gonna box again. You can't tell me otherwise, right? It's done. It's done, dog. It's finished. He didn't listen to any of them. He did what was on his heart to achieve his goals, his dreams, his desires. And he won. He won in the end, man. He got what he wanted. And so this interview is like after he overcame all that adversity. So check out the quotes.
People are calling this one of the most unlikely comebacks in sports history. What do you attribute it to?
Yeah, I don't know. I had a lot of help.
But you've also had a lot of adversity. You've had issues with management, conflicts of interest.
Yeah, well, the boxing world looks shiny from the outside. It's filled with promises that most of them turn out to be lies. You can't rely on anyone.
So what would you say the biggest deception was? What was the biggest lie you were told?
It's not that simple.
Why not?
No, that's the biggest lie I was ever told. It's not that simple. And it's a lie they tell you over and over again.
What's not simple?
Any of it. All of it. It's how they get you to give up. They say it's not that simple, Vinny.
So what's the truth?
That it is. That if you just do the thing that they tell you you can't, then it's done. And you realize it is that simple. That it always was.
Isn't that just like knocking doors, man? 100% commission-based job. You go out into a neighborhood, you get like 5 or 10 of your first doors. They're saying, no, 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 no. They're slamming the door in your face. But you keep going because you don't believe what they said about your day. They weren't your buyers. You keep going because the reason you're there is you already know, you already believe, I'm gonna find some buyers. So he was like, yeah, there was a lot of promises they made, and I thought it was gonna be this or that, but then when I was in the thick of it, I realized that I can't really rely on anybody but myself. And that was pretty cool, man. I like seeing that, you know? Because you take ownership of your success. You take ownership of what you want to accomplish, and you put that on your shoulders and your hands. You know, and that's how it is when you're knocking doors, is you're just out there all by yourself, and you got to rely on yourself to be able to be successful and do what you want to do that day. So, man, had a lot of moments like that in Hood. And then I like the last part at the end where he was telling the lady, he was like, yeah, everybody would tell me it's not that simple. And what I realized was those were all lies. And she's like, well, what's the truth? He's like, that it is. It's that simple. That if you just do what it is they say you can't do, then it's done. And you'll realize it really was that simple. And it always was. Isn't that awesome, man? That's just like knocking doors. It's simple. Just go out there, we walk, we knock, we talk. They get sprayed, we get paid. So yeah, that was a really cool movie quote. Loved it. The movie, if you haven't watched it, you should check it out. It's pretty awesome. Bleed for This.